Okay. I'll probably have to just merge these two videos together, and I apologize for that little pause. But that is where my mental illness and my anxiety take over, when it sucks having those things and yet being an empath, and I want to help everybody. I was not in the position to help with the food crisis for our friends here on YouTube, um, because I'm literally, as many of you are, I'm saving, every dime we have goes to the next week, and I'm not spending on anything, and um, I'm saving to make sure that we can make it for as long as we can. I'm in preservation mode, I guess, if you will. That's another reason why I halted on Happy Mail right now. I am choosing not to send Happy Mail out. Number one, for the safety of it. Number two, I need to save that shipping money right now, which sucks. But it is what it is. Y'all hear me say that all the time. It is what it is. And so the food situation, I never thought that I would live through a time like this. Um, I I just I'm in awe, I guess, that there's a food issue or a hoarding issue, or whatever it is. I'm not I can't even rationalize it, really. There's no reason why our shelves should be bare, but they are. So that just makes me super aware of what's going on and where I need to focus my attention, and that's work, and making sure that we have what we need, um, and we're okay. We are okay. The Y'all still hear that dry cough? Okay. Um, it's just, I worry about the people who don't have even what I'm able to find on the shelves. I'm worried about the people who are much less fortunate. I'm worried about the people like Pat who, if push comes to shove and she needs something emergently, how is she going to get it? How are our homeless people going to get what they need? How are our veterans who are disabled and unable to leave the house, or are homeless as well? How are they going to be supported? And I'm going to just share another story with you guys. If you don't care, I'm sorry. But all of these things and what I had personally went through when I was married to my first husband, I led a very different life. I led a life of no worries, if you will. Um, we had big expensive house, big expensive boat, luxury cars. Um, Always had my hair did, always had my nails done. Um, Not a care in the world. And then I lost that. In one single day, I lost everything that I had ever worked for. But it took that experience and me literally having the rug pulled out from under me and putting my son to sleep in the back of our truck, promising him that that would be the last time we ever had to do something like that. That led me to pull my bootstraps up, to pick up the little pieces of, my belongings and whatnot that I had, and I had to make a new life for him and I. And it was tough. Those of you right now, especially single parents who've lost your wages, I cannot imagine if you have more than one kid. I can't imagine it. I wouldn't wish being a single parent on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't, because it was such a struggle for me. My ex-husband's family did not help at all. The entire 10 years that my ex was incarcerated, they didn't offer any help. I did not get any government assistance whatsoever. I worked for the same company I'm still with now, so I had a good job, but that was it. My parents were never in a financial position to help me. So I did it by myself and I got it done, but there were several months, even probably a year, that we didn't even have gas to have heat in our house or to have hot water, because I had to make sure that we had food. It was always, I had to make sure that my son didn't starve. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why that triggers me so hard, but the fear of not having sustenance scares the living crap out of me. So that's what led me so hardcore into charity work, because I knew that I needed to help. So I opened a food pantry with a good friend of mine named Christy. She lives in Texas now. But we had to close the doors because the need was so great and we couldn't keep up. It was just the two of us, her husband, and our kids, our 3 kids together. And our first big goal was that we were going to provide a full Thanksgiving meal to 5 families. And we did donation drives, and the outpouring of support was amazing, and that's what kept me going, because everyone wanted to help. That's what kept me motivated, and that's what kept the doors open. And our name was within reach. But by the time it was delivery day, we were able to gift 10 families a full Thanksgiving meal. And we delivered that Sunday before Thanksgiving. And after it was all said and done, we delivered all the food. It took all 6 of us to deliver. We split up into 2 teams. And on our way home, my son was really quiet. And I guess he was about 11 at the time. He was really quiet. And I asked him how he felt about the day. And it took him a little bit. I think he was trying to form his words very carefully. But he said, I just don't understand how when we don't have any food at home, you're out giving all of this food to strangers. And it was at that moment I knew this was my opportunity. This was why I had been placed in this position. This was the teachable moment that would secure and form my son's empathy and compassion. And so I explained to him that it doesn't matter what you have and what you don't have. You always have time for other people. You always make a way for other people. Because in the end, you are always going to be taken care of as long as you do what you can to help your fellow man. And so here we are today. And I'm not able to help. I'm not able to go outside right now and put a package together for anybody in the community who needs it. Number one, I'm in self-preservation mode. Do I really, because of all of the unknowns, do I really have it to spare? Number 2, can I go and get it? Number 3, can I ship it? I have been asked to stay inside for 14 days because it was confirmed today. My county, outside of the hospital itself, does not have test capabilities. They don't have it. Those of you who are on our group chat, my stepdad woke up with a fever this morning, and both my parents are at risk. He woke up with a fever, and he's diabetic and is a heart patient, so it sent my mom into panic mode, and it sent me into panic mode because I don't know how to console her and calm her when there are so many uncertainties, So he went to see his doctor, and his doctor confirmed my fear. His doctor said, you have some of the symptoms, you don't have some of the symptoms. I can't say if you have it or not, but we're going to treat you like you do have it. So go home and we can't test you unless your fever is over 101 or you cannot breathe. So basically you have to be almost dead to get a test here in my county or to be treated. So they sent him home, and he's not allowed to return to work until Friday unless his company, which is considered essential, unless his company says that they need to lay him off, which could happen at this point. I don't know. There are so many unknowns that's another trigger. And I know that a lot of people are suffering with mental illness right now, and all of the uncertainty can make a sane person go nuts right now, quote unquote. So like Alicia said in her video, it's completely normal right now to have anxiety. I am scared to death for my parents to get it. I'm scared to death for Alicia to get it. Forget about me. I probably already have had it. And I at this point, I don't even know. But that's where we're at. That's why I've been a little bit quiet. I've been trying to work through my own feelings. And one thing that really helped me is seeing all of the blessings from you guys, sending those out to the people in our community who really need it. And there are probably so many more that don't have the means to get what they need right now, and that's a sad reality. The other reality is they might not tell us. We might not have even known about some of the ones that have been helped had someone else not spearheaded it and taken the reins from them. Because that's, I get it. I've been to a food pantry before. I had to rely on help somehow. So I understand the pride part of it. But I also understand that everybody is in protective mode, and no one here in this crafty community especially is going to let anything happen to our fellow crafter if we know about it. So, I'm grateful we're okay. I'm really grateful that we're okay. I'm grateful that I wake up every day. I'm grateful that I'm able to get on YouTube at will, talk, vent, create, because it truly is my therapy. I have a huge idea that I want to talk about later on a more crafty video. But this is I just had to get this off my chest, you guys. There's only so much you can say in a text, and I have so much to say. But I think it's important we keep tabs on our friends who, we know have mental health issues. A lot of our friends, we might not know that they have mental health issues. And for me, I'm not medicated. So I don't have an extra little boost, if you will, to help alleviate those things. So it's important for me. I know in my mind that it's important for me to get in here in the craft room and do something. It's important for me to fight through this funk, if you will, and this, I don't think I have a crafter's block. I'm unmotivated because of all of the outside and the unknown weighing in. And I know I'm not the only one, so that's why I wanted to make this video. I hope that you guys don't mind all the chatty videos lately. Like I said, I have a really awesome idea for a Corona Craft collab, and I want to talk to you guys about that if anybody's interested. So stay tuned for that video. But yeah, you guys, keep tabs on your friends right now. We might still be in this for a little while, and things might get worse before they get better. I hope they don't, but the stark reality is that we just don't know right now. So make sure you keep in touch with all of your friends. Don't let one of them go by the wayside right now, which means I gotta text P, because she texted me, and I'm really worried about Miss Pat. We haven't heard from her today, but I know she's having some technical difficulties, so I hope that those are resolved soon. I hope that we hear from her soon, because her phone is her only means of contact, so I'm a little bit worried. And yeah, So you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for listening. As always, you guys are the biggest and best support group that I could have ever been blessed with. So I appreciate everybody. If anybody needs me, you can always message me, email me, text me, whatever you need. You can always reach out and talk it out. Just talk it out. All right, you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Much love.